End of day one here at Big 12 Media Days down here in Dallas, Texas. Day one included West Virginia, Kansas, Kansas State, Texas Tech, and the defending Big 12 champion, TCU Horned Frogs.
Or Baylor, depending on how you look at it.
Or Baylor, depending on how you look at it. Clark, your takeaways from day one.
I think the biggest thing was that there was a lot of talk on expansion and whether we keep it the same or whether we want to add some teams to the conference. Commissioner Bowlesby, he was pretty set. He said, for now, we're not going to look to even think about a championship game, which makes you believe that they're fine with the way it is at 10 teams. But the guy who's been around the longest, Bill Snyder, he said he liked it the way it used to be. He's in favor of 12 teams, and he's in favor of a conference championship. And so, I mean, it's definitely out there that guys want to expand. Some guys want to keep it the same, but it's going to be all dependent on what happens this year with the playoff. Another Big 12 team gets left out, you got to think that there's room for expansion.
Bill Snyder's is David Bourne's second favorite head coach behind Bob Stoops because of that statement. What do you think about Commissioner Bob Bowlesby making the announcement today that Big 12 teams are the only teams in the nation that are allowing 2 days of full contact practice per week?
I mean, going off of what the coaches said, I don't think it's going to be an issue. A lot of the coaches were saying that they only practice in pads, full pads with contact, once a week. They don't go with the 3 days that they were allowed to, including the game. So when you think about it, if the coaches are already set and they're like, well, this isn't going to change anything for us, they've only been doing 1 day a week with full pads, it can't be that bad. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's other conferences out there where it's the same way. They're allowed 3 days, but they could be doing 1 or 2, just like the Big 12. I don't think it's going to be that big of a factor. What
are your takeaways from TCU? Trayvon Boykin taking selfies today. Gary Patterson was a big hit, as usual. What are your takeaways going into the season for TCU?
I mean, I think the good thing is he's taking selfies. He's comfortable. He's relaxed. This isn't a season where they've got all the pressure on them now. It's not like last year where everyone was just thinking maybe they're an afterthought. They're relaxed. They're ready for it. They know that everyone's going to give them their best shot, but they're not taking that as too much pressure. They're just ready for the season.
You're right. Tomorrow, the next 5 teams will be here. That's OU, OSU, Texas, Baylor, and
we got Iowa State.
Iowa State. There we go. The Mighty Fighting Cyclones of Iowa State. Caught Clark guessing right there. Thank you for joining us here at Dallas, Texas. We'll see you tomorrow.